For years, you've probably heard that rice is off limits if you're concerned about your blood sugar. It's a staple for billions, a food filled with comfort and tradition. Yet it's been villainized as a carb that will spike your glucose and ruin your health. This is especially true for seniors, where stable blood sugar is directly linked to brain health, energy, and mood. The constant worry about blood sugar spikes can cause brain fog, hurt your memory, and even damage your blood vessels. So you've likely been told to just avoid it. But what if I told you that advice is outdated? What if new science shows that you don't have to give up rice? Better yet, what if you could turn rice from an enemy into an ally for your metabolic health? It sounds almost too good to be true, but it's not. The secret isn't avoiding rice. It's about being smart with how you prepare and eat it. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 scientifically backed hacks that will completely change how rice affects your body. These are simple, practical strategies that can help you lower your glucose response, improve your gut health, and finally put this beloved food back on your plate guilt-free. Let's get started. So why does rice have this reputation? Most of the rice we eat, particularly white rice, is a simple carbohydrate with a high glycemic index, GI. The GI measures how quickly a food raises sugar in your bloodstream. High GI foods hit your system fast, causing a rapid and high spike in blood sugar. For seniors whose bodies might be less efficient at managing glucose, these repeated spikes can lead to serious problems like insulin resistance, which is a major risk factor for diabetes, heart disease, and even memory issues. This is why so many doctors used to give the simple advice to just avoid it. It was the easiest recommendation. But our understanding has evolved, and now we have smarter strategies than just deprivation. Our first hack is fascinating, and all it requires is a little planning and your refrigerator. The strategy is to cook your rice, cool it completely in the fridge, and then reheat it before you eat. This might sound odd, but the science behind it is a game changer for your blood sugar. When you cook rice and then cool it for 12 to 24 hours, some of the digestible starches change their chemical structure into something called resistant starch. The name tells you what it does. It resists digestion in your small intestine. So instead of being quickly broken down into glucose, it travels to your large intestine. There, it becomes a powerful prebiotic, which is food for the good bacteria in your gut. Your gut microbiome, what I often call your second brain, ferments this starch and produces beneficial compounds like butyrate, which is incredible for your colon health and helps improve your body's overall ability to handle sugar. A study in the Asia Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that white rice cooled for 24 hours and then reheated had a significantly lower glycemic response compared to freshly cooked rice. The amount of resistant starch more than doubled. This means you get a slower, gentler rise in blood sugar from the same food. Here's how to do it, step by step. Cook your rice exactly as you normally would. Let it cool down a bit, then store it in an airtight container in the refrigerator for at least 12 hours. For the best effect, aim for 24 hours. When you're ready to eat, simply reheat your portion. The resistant starch remains stable, so you still get all the blood sugar benefits. This simple habit turns rice into a food that's better for your blood sugar and your gut. Our second hack is an incredibly easy way to fortify your rice and buffer its impact on your blood sugar. All you do is mix a small amount of cooked rolled oats into your rice. Oatmeal is packed with a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. When you eat it, this fiber forms a thick gel in your digestive tract. This gel physically slows down digestion, including how quickly the sugar from the rice gets absorbed into your bloodstream. The result is a much lower and more gradual blood sugar curve. While the exact numbers can vary, the effect is significant. Research confirms that adding beta-glucan to a carbohydrate meal helps reduce the post-meal glucose rise. Just a spoonful can make a noticeable difference in the glycemic impact of your meal, but the benefits don't stop there. The beta-glucan in oats is also famous for supporting heart health by helping to lower LDL, or bad cholesterol. So, with one simple addition, you're doing something good for your blood sugar and your heart. Here's how to implement the oatmeal mix in. For every 1 cup of cooked rice, about 150 grams, stir in 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of cooked, plain rolled oats, not instant. This gives you an ideal ratio of about 5-7% oatmeal. You can cook the oats separately and mix them in, or just add dry rolled oats into your rice cooker with the rice and water before you start cooking. Mix it well and enjoy. It's wise to stick to this ratio. While fiber is great, adding too much at once can sometimes cause digestive discomfort. This golden ratio gives you the blood sugar benefit without the downside. This third hack is a classic for a reason, and it's about making a smarter choice from the start. The strategy is to swap standard white rice for more colorful whole grain versions like brown, black, or wild rice. The key difference is what's missing from white rice. It's been milled, which strips away the outer bran and germ. Unfortunately, that's where most of the fiber, vitamins, and minerals are. Brown rice, on the other hand, is a whole grain with its bran and germ intact, which is critical for blood sugar control. The fiber in brown rice acts like a natural brake, slowing the breakdown of carbohydrates and preventing the sharp blood sugar spikes you get from low-fiber food. Because of this, brown rice has a lower glycemic index than white rice. Studies have consistently shown that people with type 2 diabetes have lower blood sugar levels after eating brown rice compared to white rice. Plus, the bran and germ are loaded with brain-boosting nutrients like magnesium, B vitamins, and powerful antioxidants that fight insulin sensitivity and can improve your body's insulin sensitivity. Regular consumption of whole grains like brown rice has even been linked to a lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes in the first place. Making the switch is easy if you do it gradually. Start by blending. Mix 75% white rice with 25% brown rice. Next week, try a 50/50 mix. This is a great place to stay, as you'll get major benefits while keeping a familiar texture. And when you're ready, you can move toward 100% brown rice or other whole grains. By upgrading the color of your rice, you're not just eating a carb, you're eating a nutrient-dense food that actively supports your metabolic and brain. This fourth hack is one of the most powerful strategies, and it doesn't change the rice at all. It changes the order you eat your food. The hack is to eat your vegetables and protein before you touch the rice. The science on this is very clear and has been confirmed in multiple studies. When you start your meal with fiber from vegetables and protein from sources like fish or chicken, you create a buffer in your stomach. These foods slow down how fast your stomach empties. By the time the rice gets there, your digestive system is already in slow motion. The carbohydrates are broken down and absorbed much more gradually. Instead of a sharp glucose spike, you get a gentle rolling rise. Studies show this simple change can lower post-meal glucose levels by nearly 30-40%. That's an effect comparable to some medications, but it's completely free and natural. Here is how to put this into practice at your very next meal. Start with non-starchy vegetables like a green salad or a side of steamed broccoli. Next, eat your protein and healthy fats like your grilled fish or chicken. Finally, eat your carbohydrates, which is when you enjoy your rice. A fantastic side effect of this method is that you'll often feel fuller sooner, which naturally helps with portion control. It's not a diet, it's just an intelligent eating strategy. Our final hack brings everything together. It's about mastering portion control using a simple visual guide called the diabetic plate method. Even with all our other hacks, the amount of carbohydrates you eat at once is a huge factor in your blood sugar response. This is where the plate blueprint becomes your best friend. It's an easy way to build a balanced meal without any counting or measuring. Imagine your dinner plate divided into sections. Half your plate, 50%, fill this entire space with non-starchy vegetables. Think leafy greens, broccoli, peppers, asparagus, and salads. These are high in fiber and have very little impact on blood sugar. 1/4 of your plate, 25%, fill this part with lean protein. This could be grilled fish, chicken, eggs, or tofu. Protein helps you feel full and slows digestion. The final 1/4 of your plate, 25%, this is where your rice goes. A proper serving is about 1 cup cooked, or roughly the size of your fist. Following this blueprint automatically balances your meal with plenty of fiber and protein, which lowers the overall glycemic load. A lower glycemic load means a smaller, more manageable blood sugar response. This isn't about deprivation. It's about putting foods in the right proportion. It makes rice a supporting actor in a healthy meal, not the main star. This visual cue might be the single most effective habit you build for long-term blood sugar control. These 5 hacks give you the power to take back control. I'm curious, which one are you most excited to try first? Is it the cool down method, the meal sequencing trick, or the plate blueprint? The first one is, how do you support your body to be the single most excited to try first? Is it the cool down method, the meal sequencing trick, or the plate blueprint? Is it the cool down method, the meal sequencing trick, or the plate blueprint? Let me know in the comments below. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs to see. And if you found this information valuable, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We are dedicated to giving you science-backed, practical information to help you live a healthier, more vibrant life. For too long, rice has been unfairly demonized, causing fear for millions of people who love it. Today, we've busted that myth with science and strategy. You don't have to give up rice. You just have to be smarter with it. Let's quickly recap our 5 hacks. First, we learned to cool our rice to create beneficial resistant starch, which feeds our good gut bacteria and lowers its blood sugar impact. Second, we discovered that mixing in a little oatmeal adds fiber that acts like a sponge, slowing down sugar absorption. Third, we saw the power of swapping white for brown or wild rice, loading up on fiber and brain-protecting nutrients. Fourth, we unlocked the simple secret of meal sequencing, eating veggies and protein first to buffer the impact of carbs. And fifth, we learned the plate blueprint to create perfectly balanced meals every time, ensuring proper portions without the stress. Individually, these are simple steps, but together, they create a profound shift, turning rice from a food you fear into one you can enjoy safely. You now have the tools and the knowledge. You can sit down for a meal, enjoy a serving of rice, and feel confident and empowered, without the guilt and without the fear